Hi, it's Esther from Estyknits podcast in Sparks, Nevada, USA. How are you? Oh, wonderful. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Should have brought a note from my mother. I don't know. I just kept fooling around and being unsatisfied with the recordings I did make. So now I'll just make this and be done with it. Okay, we have 4 new members. That's wonderful. Alma Welch, Sobrin, Catherine Doty, who said some very sweet things to me on the note. Thank you, Catherine. And Gimme Yarn 418. Now, I noticed that Gimme Yarn 418 is also a podcast. I looked at it and it was quite funny, quite cute. So she has a podcast too. And I forgot to tell you that I think it was a couple weeks ago we saw Johnny Mathis in person here in Reno. And he was wonderful. You know, he's 82, something like that. And he doesn't sing like he used to, but he still sings. He is a showman. He is professional up there on the stage. And he just sings in, lower key and a little more slowly. Oh, he's just wonderful. You know what really comes out is his personality. His personality is lovely. He's like a wonderful man is what he is. He's sweet. He's a sweet person. It just comes out. He sang all the old favorites, and then we've seen him many times. My husband's a big fan. So we've seen him this would be the 4th time. And each time we go, gosh, he's old. This got to be his last one. No. This one we saw a few weeks ago was the best one. He was like energized. He must have been, I don't know, taking vitamins or something. He seemed younger than the year before. And he had a pretty linen suit on. He just was great. He was great. And he had a funny comedian. What was that guy's name? Mule Deer. Oh, he's hilarious. Just a funny guy. And he's the comedian that always goes with him everywhere. He's just crazy guy. Very funny. And so that was that. It was wonderful. He didn't lip sync or anything like Frankie Valli did when we saw Frankie Valli. He lip synced. It was ridiculous. The song would be going, oh, and he'd be sitting there going, he wasn't singing. Johnny Mathis is a singer. He's wonderful. Okay, well, I have a couple of finished objects I would like to show. The first is another winter, I love this. It's another winter accessory. And this is an accessory to end all accessories. This is going to keep the snow out and the wind and the cold. It's super bulky yarn from Lime Brand, inexpensive. And it's a cowl and a hood at the same time. So I go out to the mailbox, and I go against the wind, and then I come back in the house and I say, wow, that was good. And I have a cowl on. And then that's something. And I open up all the packages I got of yarn in the mail. I just think that's so cute. It was so easy to make. It's one piece. It's just one piece. Let's see if I can. Here, that's bad. See? Isn't that cute? I love making it. I love making this. Because there's something about hoods. They just seem magical to me. I love them. Now this other thing I made, because I kept seeing this yarn was really pretty on the internet. I'm not into acrylics anymore. I was telling somebody yesterday. I'm just off of them. I prefer natural wools, natural fibers now. But I used to do acrylic all the time, but I just had to try this because of the color, and you'll see why. Isn't that something? It's Shawl and Ball, and I showed you how I bought it a while back. Well, it looks gorgeous on. Look, when it's like this, it's even darker colors. Isn't that something? It's a pure acrylic. using a size 8 needle, so it's real loose. That was the recommended needle size, and it's just so pretty. Yes. I'll leave that on for a while. So those are my 2 finished objects, but I've been working on other things and having a ball. Just a ball. This I love. Now, this pattern is a cape, and it's called a wheelchair wrap, which makes me really feel old. I'm making myself a wheelchair wrap. Well, I'm not doing it because I need a wheelchair, I'll tell you that. Not yet. Maybe someday. It just means it's a short wrap, and it won't get stuck in your wheels of your wheelchair. Not that I have one. It is made out of Madeline Tosh Pashmina, which I've had in my stash for years. I splurged and bought myself like 6 balls of it, and put it away, and I've had it for like 5 years. And it's time to use it. Time to use it. So I have it on backwards, but isn't that pretty? It's going to be pretty. It's like the yoke of a sweater now. But it'll just go down to maybe here, you know, the sleeve. I have a couple more balls of this yarn. It's called Tart, in the colorway Tart. It's a beautiful color. Deep, excuse me. Deep, rich red. Oh, I've been sneezing and coughing and everything. It's allergies from this summer. A summer allergy. Isn't that pretty? It's crochet too. I'm just wanting to learn crochet. And so these are just doubles. That's it. That's the only stitch you use. Double crochet. Whole bunch of them. That's really fun. I have pretty red yarn. I see lots of yarn behind me. I have to show you. The other project I'm making is this. A featherweight cardigan. This it's just a simple raglan in the one-piece raglan, but it's made using sock yarn. And I got, well, you can use lace or sock yarn. Of course, I use sock yarn. And I got some nice stuff from Knit Picks. This is how much you need for the sweater, because it's a size 3 needle and using this tiny yarn. It's lovely yarn. It's merino wool with silk from Knit Picks, called Gloss Fingering. And this color is Fedora. I just didn't like the other colors. The other colors were like you couldn't wear. I couldn't have worn the sweater with very many things. It was like I didn't care for the colors. But brown, gray, you know, those things always go over everything. So I got brown. I like brown. So I'm just working away on that, and I'll show you how far I got. I made the gauge swatch, like they said. I made it using a size 4, and then I washed it, and then blocked it, and then measured, and the gauge is too loose. So I just went down a needle. I did not want to do another gauge swatch, so I just went down a needle. It'll be fine. Stupid swatch Nazis. In my knitting group, we have swatch Nazis. Did you knit a swatch? Did you knit a swatch? You always have to say yes whether you did or not. Just lie. So this is as far as I got. That is 98 stitches right there. And you don't stop till you get 422, I think. So I got more than half to go. That's fine. I just tell myself this is a long-term project, so I don't try to rush it and get impatient because it's going so slowly. Of course it's going to go slowly. It's 24 stitches to the inch, or maybe 25. I don't know. I just went down a needle size. It's good enough. It'll be pretty. See, that's as far as the sweater is right now. I'm really enjoying it. It's simple. And I've done these raglan in the round things. Not in the round, but raglan sweater, one-piece raglan sweaters, a lot. I've done a lot of them in different gauges, so I'm used to it. All right, I will look forward to wearing that this fall. All right. You know what I didn't show you? Oh, I think I showed you last time. The pattern for that hood is Little Red. I showed it to you last time. Little Red. Well, I just didn't have any red, and I didn't want to go to the store, so I just used what I had. So my Little Red is black with spots of tweed, black tweed. But, oh, that would be pretty in red, wouldn't it? It's so simple. Oh, I got this pattern by going on the website of Imagine Knit. It's a yarn store in San Francisco, and this is their pattern. It's not on Ravelry. It is Imagine Knit. There's no N. Imagine Knit. You go on that website, they have patterns, and I think this costs $2 or something like that. It's really nice. I know you don't really find patterns hardly that aren't on Ravelry anymore. But that one isn't. The this shawl is this pattern. And the name is Cayo-Coco shawl. Cayo-Coco. Very simple. All you do is you cast on 3 stitches and you knit one yarn over, blah blah blah. And then knit 3 rows. That's it. That's the pattern. 1 row where you yarn over at 3 points. See, there's 3 things there. So at 3 points, you're yarning over twice. So you have a spine. And then to the end. And then you knit to the end. And then the next 3 rows are just plain knit. So it's the easiest in the world. The trick is to get a yarn you like. Like if you just did this in gray or something. Oh, wouldn't that be boring? Oh my word. You have to have something to keep you interested. I'm just going to keep this on for a while. It's neat. The colors are just out of this world. And this pattern also tells you pick any yarn and any needles you want. So you can make this in any size. As long as you like the fabric, go for it. So I really like that. I love simple things. Made well are gorgeous. I think they're just as gorgeous as complicated pattern things. Just simple, well-made objects are wonderful, I think. This is an example. I wish this wasn't acrylic. That's all right. I don't know what I'm complaining for. Got nothing to complain about. All right, that's all of that. Yesterday I went with 2 friends from the knitting group, and we went to Minden, the little city near Carson City, which is our capital here in Nevada. Minden's had a yarn store, has a yarn store, but it's going out of business, so we went. And do you know that they didn't have a sale? What yarn store who's going out of business doesn't have a sale? They didn't. Everything was regular price. Okay. So we just looked around, and everybody bought something. One girl, Gail, she spent $90 on something, but I didn't quite see what she bought. I wasn't paying attention. And she had it wound. I think it was red or something. And then my other friend, Diane, got some sock yarn, real pretty, variegated, sparkly sock yarn, real pretty. And I got some ecological wool. The color is not too exciting. It's not like this shawl, but isn't it lovely? I've never had ecological wool. That means it's not dyed or anything. It's straight from the sheep, made in Peru. Nice. It's not alpaca. No, it's undyed 100% undyed Peruvian Highland wool. I love it. And it feels good. And I just like this gray. So it's really chunky. I think it's super chunky. Not just bulky, it's big, bigger than that. And it's $4.78 a package. So that's like what, almost 1,000, under 1,000, between 900 and 1,000. And I'm going to make one of these Ruanas. I've made this before. I made it for a birthday gift from my mother-in-law once. I made myself one out of Vanna's Choice, gray, almost the same color as this. But it's not warm. It's big and floppy, and the wind just blows it around like a big balloon, like a big parasol or something. It just swirls you down the street. Like a Sufi going down the street. The wind is blowing you, because it's just this, you know, draped over yourself. Here's for your head to stick through, and the rest of it hangs down over here. You know, nothing's sewn, so it's just a nice acrylic yarn spinning around your body. This is heavy, good quality wool. This will keep me warm, and it won't fly around so easily as that Vanna's Choice acrylic does. I'll make one of these. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm going to be the most prepared person for winter ever. All my bulky things are going to be ready. Yeah, this is super bulky. Oops, it says I need 980. I don't think this is 980. Let's see. Oh my God. I can't buy one more just to get a few yards. 478. Handy calculator. 478 times 2 equals 956. Oh my God. I might have to just double something. Maybe I'll get some color yarn and double it. Some worsted and double it, and then make edgings or something. But because I can't go buy another one. These are $26 each, just for 20 yards. That will not happen. All right, that's going to be a nice project. And I got the yarn. For that, for those pot holders I was good. No, they weren't pot holders. They look like pot holders. Washcloths that I showed you. The pattern was so exciting. I got these. So one will be green with orange piping, and one will be orange with green piping, or tan with green piping. You know, I can change it around. Tan with orange. They're pretty. And this is Knit Picks Dishy. I've never used Dishy. I used to use Lion Brand Cottonies. I loved it, but I don't like it anymore. They don't make it soft like they used to. It's all rough and inflexible. It had some stretch before, just a little, but enough give, but not anymore. They've discontinued it anyway, so they probably don't care. You know, they're not going to fix it up. Alright, I think that's about it. I see another thing of yarn over here. This is one of my impulse buys. I got 4 of those. It's gorgeous, but what the heck am I going to make? I don't know. I guess it has to be something swirly or something for a kid, maybe for one of my husband's granddaughters. They have grandmothers already, so I'm not a grandmother to them. They don't consider me a grandmother. Just I'm Esther, Grandpa's wife. Fine. I don't know what. Something swirly, so the yarn can swirl around in colors. Who knows? Alright, I think that's all for today. Let me take this off in this hot weather. Oh, that's so pretty. Go back to scrubbing my shower and my bathtub. Ooh, that's hard work, but it needs to be done. Okay, I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Last time I forgot plenty, but I said it this time, but I think. All right, I'll see you next Wednesday. I won't be late this time. Bye.